Everyone is familiar with the tablet, which is what is presented here, but it's quite really it's an in between desktop or laptop and a smartphone mobile on your in your hand, which you can carry with you. So this applies to equally to the smartphone, which is in everyone's hands, a tablet, which is a little bit more practical for what we're talking about, and the laptop and desktop, which is being replaced by these tablets and mobiles. Now, over the last 25, 30 years, a lot of everyday things have been replaced by the mobile. Uh, these are the visuals of just a few. We don't need a Walkman or uh, iPods anymore. The tape recorder has been replaced. We have a clock on the smartphone. We have a personal diary. We have connectivity, mobility. It's a telephone. We can watch videos on it. And once you add applications, there's many, many more things that you can do with this. But even in its very simple, basic form, uh, the smartphone has served purposes. In fact, it's been sold even just as a torch, because if you do not have power and you're able to go into town and charge your phone during the day, you can use it at night as a torch, if it can last for 8 hours, 4 hours, or how much ever you wanted it for. So the applications, we don't have to go into the hundreds of applications which are there, all built into this one small thing. Now, the point I'm also getting at is one of the reasons why the phone works this way, apart from its mobility and being able to be carried lightweight. It also has sensors. There are two things which we want to highlight with clextra going forward. Is that the smartphone itself has many sensors and actuators. A sensor being anything that can read information. It has multiple sensors depending on high-end phones could have even reading body temperature, and other sensors are further included further. But sensors like rotation, GPS linking. So there are multiple sensors that are available which can be leveraged in different ways by different applications. So there are multiple sensors on this. An actuator is something which can be triggered by a phone call or by a message being sent in. So some action can be taken. Most of the actuate data on a smartphone or on a tablet is linked only to the device. But if you can connect up this device to other hardware, which other units have been able to do. For example, if you look at the Raspberry Pi, it has a board inside, an ARM board, which is almost identical in so many ways to a tablet or smartphone board inside. And if you can connect up things, you can actually activate things, switch on lights, switch off lights, close doors. You can do many, many more things, turn on a water pump. So there are many other things which can be done with the same board. Of course, all this is done with hand and touch screen, tactile feedback coming from the smartphone or tablet. But it can also, most more smartphones and the backends now have voice activation. Apple has Siri, there is Amazon's Alexa, which is sold as a separate unit, only voice-based unit, Google Echo. So there are multiple voice recognition and voice activated applications which are starting to happen. Now, if you connect up all this, you're starting to get the power of what can be done across all different applications, industrial applications, consumer applications, retail applications, healthcare. But you have to package these specifically for specific purposes. For example, one of the things that we've shown on this tablet is how Clextra manages gauges. You can program up to 32 gauges in your home, which can both have sensors which are feeding data into this kind of dashboard, and can with touchscreen and connectivity to devices can also turn on lights, turn off lights, turn motors, read meters, can actually connect with payment gateways for commercial activity. So this is some of the vision that we have for Clextra and IoT, the Internet of Things. So understanding the phone and the enormous applications that are possible around that is the first step in understanding all the opportunities that are arising out of all of this.